Alright, we're going to start prepping our burrito mix. We're going to make a super sirloin burrito. We're going to start off with the main ingredient that has all the flavor of a burrito. It is in the Spanish rice. So I'm going to make some Spanish rice from scratch. It's not hard to do as long as you have the ingredients. But we're going to start out with some long grain brown rice. You want to use brown rice. And we're going to put that in a skillet with some olive oil. Get our olive oil. Okay. And we're going to brown that up a little bit. And we're going to add in onions and some tomatoes. You can chop up. I have some diced tomatoes here. I'm going to use those in a can. Or you could use a fresh tomato. You can put that in. 2 cups of beef broth. Some onion will go in there, some fresh garlic. You could put a green pepper, but I'm going to substitute it with this nice little spicy Hungarian hot pepper, which I'm going to chop up and put that in there. And then we want to add some chili powder, salt, and some cumin in the mix. And then we're going to let it sit and kind of brew in this pot for about 45 minutes on a very low heat, until that Spanish rice is all done. Alright, so I have my my saucepan here on the diffuser, so it won't stick on the bottom. Get it nice and spread it out nice and even. And I'm going to get my olive oil. Okay, put a little dab of that in there, just enough to coat the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put in our onions. Okay, and that's about I'd say about a cup's worth of chopped onion, fresh. Okay, and I'm going to put in our rice, and we're going to let that burn. Okay, and then once that's about, I don't know, I'd say about 10 minutes or so, keep stirring it. It doesn't get all, burn. Then I'm going to add the tomato and the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so we'll get some fresh garlic, and if you're using garlic powder, you can wait to add that, but I'm using fresh garlic, so I'm going to put it in, because this is about halfway done. Let's say about halfway done. And we don't want to put the garlic in too early, because then it'll burn. Ooh. Hot pepper that I chopped up, added that in there now. Start off with my solids, kind of just get it all nice and coated. Okay. And next we're going to put in the tomato. Okay. Put that right in like that. Kind of just mix that in good. Get a whole lot of flavor in here, all that tomato and onion, beef broth, hot peppers. Okay, so that's in. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my salt. Okay, and this is, if you like, depending on how much you like, salt to taste. Cumin, maybe about that much. I kind of just grind it up my fingers. I put it in. Okay, so probably a heavy pinch. Alright, and we got some chili powder. And again, with the chili powder, you just want to kind of give a topping to. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. And that leaves my beef broth. 2 cups beef broth. Let's check it. It's almost to a boil. Kind of just bubbling. You can see some steam coming off. So probably another minute. I'll lower it down and simmer it for about 45 minutes. Okay, so while the Spanish rice is cooking, I'm going to start with the guacamole. Now we're going to make a very simple, kind of dumbed down guacamole, because normally I would put the tomatoes, the onion, the chilies in the guacamole for a dip, but because all of that is in the Spanish rice, you don't have to add it to the guacamole. So I'm going to make a little extra so I can have some for some dip with some chips later. So I'm going to do two avocados, okay, and all guacamole should have lime juice. This is what kind of helps preserve it. Some garlic, some black pepper, okay, and we're going to have some, add some salt, a little shot of Cholula hot sauce because I like the flavor of that. And again, the cumin is in the Spanish rice, so we don't need that there. But I am going to add a little bit of that celery flavor to it and some cilantro. So those are the two I'm going to add into it. I'll take our avocado, and you want to make sure they're ripe, okay? And you can squeeze them with, they have a little give, you can feel the give in your fingers. You know they're ready. So you want to cut right around the pit, okay? That comes right apart. And what you do is just take the half and get a spoon, and you scoop it right out. And usually when it's that consistency, it's really ripe and it's ready. And you just put it in your bowl. Okay, so after you get the avocado all cut up, that's kind of how it looks. Okay, I just cut it up with a knife. Save the pits. I'm going to show you what you do with those later, and I'm not talking about growing an avocado tree. Okay, we have our celery flake. Okay, and we just want to add just enough in there for flavor, because like I said, a lot of flavor in celery. Okay, and we want to add our cilantro. Okay, and again, just to kind of cover the top. Some good shake if you like, depending on how your taste is for cilantro. I'll add more or less. Salt, and again I use sea salt. Okay, goes in there. Some black pepper. Now again, normally I would probably put some hot pepper in here, but because I put the hot pepper in the Spanish rice, I'm not going to do it here, but I am going to give it a little shot of Cholula sauce. And again, that's the one with the wooden cap. It's a trademark. And a few shots of that in there, and it's kind of got like a smoky Tabasco type flavor. Chipotle sauce. Okay. And we're going to add a little garlic. Alright, just maybe a tablespoon. A little more if you like it. A little garlic. Good for you. And you want to have some lime juice, and I can use a fresh lime, but in this case I don't have too many limes around right now, so I get the lime juice. And then what we do is just kind of mix that all up good. Putting those seeds, the pits, back in the container with it, because the pits have there's something in the pit that preserves the avocado pulp. And you can see what this looks like now that we're done. So I'm going to put that in a plastic container with the pits, and then tomorrow when I do the burritos, that guacamole should look just like that. Shouldn't brown up at all. Okay, so that's our guacamole with the pits back in the container. Put a top on it, and we're going to put that in the fridge. Okay, so we're waiting for the Spanish rice to finish. We're going to start making our refried beans, or actually it's not refried, it's refrito beans, meaning well-fried beans. But so you can use any type of bean. You can use a pinto bean, you can use black beans, you can use whatever it is, the bean, navy beans, whatever it is you like. In this case I'm going to use dark red kidney beans, because I'm going to give this pan a little light, and we are going to add some olive oil to the pan. Okay, you can see that. And I'm going to let that heat up. Okay, so my oil has heated up nicely in this pan. I have my Jose Cuervo, and I'm just going to add a little shot of that in there. So it's going to bubble up. And I'll let the thing catch it. Okay, I'll let that alcohol burn off. Oh, but it smells good. I'm going to put our beans in. Now we get that nice and hot. I'm going to keep it on high. I'm going to add my salt. And then little by little with the spoon I'm going to kind of mash that up and just kind of stir it in. If I need a little more oil, I'll add it. And we'll come back to it. Okay, so this is what our bean curd looks like. Okay, so there's my nice Burrito beans, well-fried beans. Cover on that and goes in the fridge. Alright, it's time to make our nice burrito. I'm going to do 2 smaller ones instead of 1 big one because I had these smaller tortilla shells. Didn't have the big ones in there, so I'm going to put my steak, nice sirloin tips I just did under the broiler. And then we got our nice refried beans we heated up, we cooked earlier, and our nice Spanish rice. Okay, we want to put that, kind of drizzle it all down along there. Alright, put it right in the center like that. Alright, and I got this cheddar cheese and I had him slice it, so it's I could just lay it up on there like that. I'll put about 1.5 per tortilla. And we have some sour cream and the guacamole we made a little earlier. So we're going to get that guacamole. I'll put that right in there like that. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks good. And I got some sour cream. And I'll put that in there like that. Take that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is fold the end in. Get this rolled up. Okay. And just take your time, don't rush. So you want to make sure it's packed in there nice. Okay. Beautiful. There's one. So now we got this one. Fold that in like that. Just let it roll. Let it roll over on itself. Okay, let's take these ends. And if you need to, just use the knife, kind of put it in to get it all in there together. And there we go. We got nice burritos. And you might be asking yourself, Steve, that's kind of a lot of work for, just a couple of burritos. Well, we didn't just make a couple. We made 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 7 here. And we got them all pre-made, pre-wrapped. And we put some foil and some saran. And we're going to put them in the freezer. So we get to enjoy these, maybe pull out once a week if you feel like having a burrito. And you get them at the market all frozen, and there's no reason why you can't make your own frozen. So everything's already pre-cooked. All you gotta do is throw it in the toaster oven or the regular oven and heat it up. So enjoy, everybody. Let me know how you make out.